Hey, welcome everyone. Following our theme for the week, we talked about silk, we talked about color correcting tinted moisturizer. Now we're going to talk about concealers. So our concealers have been upgraded and they've gotten quite the upgrade. And people were raving about them, and I wasn't quite sure if I was on board with all of the hype. But turns out they're amazing. The hype was correct. So this was how our old concealers came. They came in this tube, and like our lip balm, sometimes you have to cut the end off to get every last drop because it's difficult once it would get down here to get that product out of there. Well, they listened to us and they came out with new concealers that now have an airless pump. And this is a really big deal. So they came out in a variety of different shades. So let's talk about the first two shades that everyone can use for some different purposes. So white color correcting tinted moisturizer or color concealer and green concealer. So they do have that airless pump at the bottom. So as you pump it, it is going to lift the product up and you're going to get every drop out of it. Green concealer, as we've talked about before, cancels red. So if you have redness, like you picked a zit or you have a blemish of some sort, or even redness like from acne scars, green will take that brightness out. And I've used this quite a bit and shown you that. So if you actually just search green concealer, you'll find all kinds of examples of where I've used it. And I've used it most thoroughly when I fell running, and I still have that little spot there. When I fell running and I needed a lot of cover up because I was such a mess, and had lots of redness and scabs and all kinds of things. So green concealer is my friend. It's one of my favorites, so it'll take the redness out. The white concealer, I actually haven't opened yet, and I'm going to open it right now. The white concealer will help you brighten and highlight any spots that you would like to do that with. So I'm going to actually use it today under my eyes and show you how that will brighten up under your under eye. Okay, then we have just your general concealers, and our general concealers come in 6 different shades. Okay, so like our color correcting tinted moisturizer comes in 6 shades, these come in 6 shades as well. So the same shades as our color correcting tinted moisturizer. So this one is fair, so it's going to be for my fair skinned tones. And then we've got light. So again, it matches the light color correcting tinted moisturizer. So you can go up or down if you want. I like to go down. So if I'm using light medium or medium, I tend to use the light or light medium concealer. So there's the light, the fair, and the light. Then you've got the light medium. So there's the light medium. Is that right? I'm just going to make sure I'm reading them correctly. Yeah. Then you've got your darker shades. So you've got medium, deep, right? Oh, you have medium, medium, deep, and deep. So medium, medium, deep, and deep for concealer. Okay. Those are your choices when it comes to concealers. Again, if you you really can't go wrong if you use the same color or one shade lighter than your concealer. So I'm currently using light medium. So I'm using the same as that color correcting tinted moisturizer that I used the other day. And you use the tiniest amount. So I just put a little bit on my finger, and that is super tiny amount. And I'm going to put that under my eyes. And that's going to conceal any dark circles that I have. Okay. Then I can also use a little bit of this white concealer. Didn't get that whole wrapper off. So I'm going to use a little bit of this white concealer to highlight. And I used a little bit more of that one. For this one, I'm going to use a brush. And I'm just going to go, I used actually too much. So I'm just putting that on there. And I'm going to put that under my eyes. And look how much I have left on my finger. So I used too much on that. Okay, so that will brighten my under eye, and I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush and continue to blend that. So there is your white and your light medium concealer. Now, I really could be done if I didn't want to wear any more makeup. Right? My eyes look awake, they look bright, maybe a little younger, and then I could call it a day. But those are your concealers, and you have lots of options. So if you haven't tried them and were discouraged by them, which I sort of was before they were in the new packaging because I had a hard time getting all of that product out of there, I would highly recommend them now. Have a great day.